What? YouTube's you're back. You scared me there. But you got flawless timing. Look at this. After you return from whatever it is you do, you went away, you got a bite to eat. I don't know. I don't know what you do. You come back right at the perfect time. I'm about to get rid of these trees. And we're going to have a path to put down our dock and then sail over to this shrine and get ourselves a... Whoa! Whoa! Well, it's poor decision on your part, to say the least. Quasi-suicide, running into a castle. You should know now. Crappy ice, thank you. The behemoth needs to be fed. It is a pet. It needs to be fed. But in the last part, if you don't remember, I stormed Tlatiluco. Yet another player that has their civilization name starting with a T. What is it? Tenochtitlan, Tepanaca, Tlatiluco, Tlaxcala, Tabasco, Texcoco, Tlacopan. Come on, you're inundating me with the T. I don't need to see any more T. That's not the point now. Tepanaca's changing up the pace. They're trying to attack me on the western side, but I didn't do much other than I sacrificed all the villagers, other occupations, whether that be getting gold, getting stone, or getting food, to chop down all these trees for me. So off screen, I've just been chilling. And no, I didn't use one bit of Aegis either. I just let him sit. I sat here, did some other stuff, and let this game play on as I let him chop down this tree. Obviously, you want to get a town center and a castle up to defend these guys so you don't have to micromanage them. And you can do whatever you want while not playing this game. And that looks like bloody orange. That doesn't look like blood. What you can do now is I have 2 guys freed up on the population indicator. With that, that will allow me to create another monk over here. You're also going to want to create a transport ship and bring 5 Jaguar Warriors along the way to kill all the Jaguars. That is funny. Isn't that ironic? I'm taking your brother's skin. Oh, I already did. Now I'm killing you, so another one of my friend Jaguar Warriors can take your skin and wear it on my back. Sounds disgusting, but it's practical. I mean, the Native Americans, they did great work doing that. I'm sure there's a lot of other indigenous tribes in Africa and Central America that made great living out of that too. But there aren't too many coureurs de bois left in the world, so that's not necessarily what I'm going to college for. No, I'm not going to be a coureur de bois, as many of you may think. And I did make a mistake. I want to clarify this again. Ballistics is attainable for the Aztecs. Because I know I'll probably get some crap, or I already did, because this is the 3rd part into the Reign of Blood, or Reign of Blood. There's no "the" in there. So this is taking a little bit of time. I'm just going to wait for this jungle tree. And in this part as well, we're going to go, hopefully, to this other shrine. And to get over there, I'm going to build a barracks. Because you're probably going to want to make some Eagle Warriors that you can have run over here, scout out the place a little bit for you, because you're going to have to run through contested territory. The X-Men, not going to say their name, and Tepanaca will have some barriers in the way before you can get to that shrine. So now this is a little path is cleared up for us. Beautiful. This is nice shallow water, so you can easily put down a dock. And this is surprising. For an Age of Empires 2, I don't know about the other Age of Empires, but definitely for Age of Empires 2, you have to think outside the box. Not that it's hard to think of, oh, I need to build a dock here, but it's not like there's shallows that you can walk through. Usually when you're playing a single-player game, the creators will make it for it's obvious what you need to do. It's not you have to go and do something on your own to complete the scenario. Obviously, it doesn't just mean, oh, you need to defeat your enemies. You need to do something that's not listed as an objective in order to attain your objective, which is building a dock, and that's a little bit outside of the box for, which is not saying much, but it's outside of the box for Ensemble Studios' needed pass to complete the scenario, and that looks depressing. There's some young children back here at Tepanaca that miss that mother. I'm assuming she's a mother, maybe not. Maybe she's on her own. She's a single lady. And no, I'm not going to start singing because I do hate that song. And now we don't have to worry about making a monk for ourselves, because we can get a monk, access to the monk by reaching this monastery over here. And jaguars must be hungry. Because they can sense food. They know it's there, but they can't reach it. You know why? Because you can't freaking swim. It's like a shark going into fresh water. I want to eat you, but I can't get there. But I just want to kill these jaguars anyways, because that's usually a requisite in order to get to the shrine, and I feel like I'd be cheating the game. So bye-bye, Jaguar number 1. Where are you going? Your brother's over here. Oh, is that a brother right there? No, it's not. It has a club. Whack you across the head. Good night. So they're a little confused right now. They're a little dazed. That's why they're not attacking me, you know. They're like, oh, that's just a friend of mine, Mr. Jaguar. Oh, he's getting a little aggressive, and I'm dead now. I'm not thinking jaguars think that rationally, logically, or quickly, but it might be a little bit confusing. See all the spotted backs there. So we're going to put them on aggressive stance because we need to have aggressive units taking out jaguars. And this brings back a story I heard a couple years ago. Okay, so my dad relayed this to me. I didn't hear this firsthand, so I'm hoping this is true. I think it was released on like CNN News or something like that, some credible resource of news information. But somewhere in Arizona, I believe it's in Arizona, maybe it's New Mexico, maybe it's Colorado, maybe it's Idaho. I don't know, okay? I think it's in Arizona. A dude walked outside of his house, and probably this is in a rural area, and guess what's there? A panther. I don't know how big the panther is, but that panther was hungry. And here's the shrine. I'm going to take on this jaguar. That panther was very hungry and looked to kill that man. So that panther apparently jumped all over that dude. But that guy is one heck of a beast, and he strangles the panther to death. Okay, this is outside of his house. Okay, so he's in his comfort zone. He's by his house. He's like, nothing's going to happen to me. I'm just going out to the, you know, grocery store. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, running some errands. And a panther dives in at him. He strangles this panther to death, saves his life. Don't tell me that's not one heck of a conversation piece if I have never heard a conversation piece. So, sorry Jaguar Warriors, you did your job. I'm going to have to kill you. Same with you. So, this shrine's going to do us some work, and you can go over here, and you can pretty much kill all your villagers right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 7 Eagle Warriors, and sorry about you guys as well, but it's time you die too. I hate doing this, but it's practical. And try to separate your feelings from your own soldiers. I typically like to never ever kill one of my own soldiers, even if I'm no intent in using it at all. But now's the time where it's somewhat practical. And I'm going to keep my villagers alive because they've been sweating. My Jaguar Warriors, you're not sweating, alright? I know it may be hot in your Jaguar clothing, but you're used to it. It's Central America. You've lived here all your life, I'm assuming, because you don't even know the rest of the world exists. You think those horses are deer. Is that appropriate for today's culture? And you think these long swordsmen would go down? I really don't give a crap if they kill my villagers at this point. But I have 11 power in this castle, so long swordsmen, you're good in numbers right now, but you're like Burgundy. You talk a lot. The game says you're my most dangerous enemy, but you turn out to be this son of a mother wuss. Okay, that is sneaky. I'll give you that. Go ahead and kill all those guys. I really don't care whatsoever. Alright, so I'm going to set a rally point in this town center because I want to protect these Eagle Warriors. And at this point, villagers, you did good work, but you're not going to exist anymore after this scenario. So I'll just put your life on hold and kill you for right now. And not so sure the Aztecan afterlife is real, so I'm sorry. That's all I'm going to say. So those archers are going to keep firing away. Sight for sore eyes, just like the Spanish El Cid campaign. Seeing all the archers in there. Hey, we don't have crossbowmen. We got archers. You know what we got? We have gunpowder units, but we can't train an crossbowman. Is that logical? No, but I just think that the game intended on making some parody. So we got 2 heavy scorpions. Dandy. And another archer. So with that, without further ado, I'm gonna hustle these Eagle Warriors. And I gotta press shift. Alright, so we're gonna hustle all these Eagle Warriors out over here, over by Tepanaca. What are you doing? You don't deserve to chill. We're gonna rush them over by Tepanaca through Milko, and then we're just gonna have them do as best as they can to defend our shrine while I produce a couple of monks. And no, I don't have conscription, so I can't produce them as quickly, which is not a good thing, but not a bad thing, considering they're just going to be eagle warriors attacking your monastery. And shouldn't have a problem here. So let's rush. Let's fly through this route, and you're going to run across a couple of, and here's where the range piercing armor comes in dandy. Piercing armor comes in dandy. You're going to have to come across here. You can't take a shortcut unless the X-Men have taken out a plentiful amount of trees over there. And you're going to get hit by a couple guard towers, but hopefully these eagle warriors will be quick like a cat, quick like an eagle, and get hit. Okay, son of a gun. Alright. Run for your lives. Run to the hills? I don't know that song, so I'm not going to start singing it. So we're going to run over here, get out of the way of the guard towers, because we don't need to see them anymore. And they're pretty powerful, apparently. And they're not garrisoned, and they could be garrisoned, but we hit this place at a good time. You know why? Elite skirmishers are no longer here. Alright, so just pump these guys out.
The gods demand a sacrifice.
Alright, so hopefully you can distract these incoming eagle warriors with your own eagle warriors. So let's see what they want to do. What do I want to do? Is there a trigger placed on me so I can only attack the monastery? No, there's not. So I'm going to run around like a freaking chicken with its head cut off. And what you might want to do is garrison all your created monks. But it doesn't look like I have to, so I'm just going to get the shrine or get the relic. And that's it. I trick you with my nasty schemes. Ponzi schemes. No, nasty schemes. So I'll let you watch this.
Warriors had captured the shrines and defeated the Xochimilco and Tlatiluco. We made the long journey back to Tenochtitlan, laden with gifts for Emperor Montezuma, jade, feathers, and of course, prisoners. The sheer vastness of our city on the lake seems staggering after having been in the rainforest for so many days. Emperor Montezuma lives in the most sumptuous rooms of the palace with his wives and concubines. While we spoke, he drank frothing chocolate from a golden cup. Musicians played their drums and flutes, and masked women danced. When my uncle, Montezuma, first ascended the Great Pyramid many years ago to become emperor, there was a great celebration. Yet now, some question his leadership. He sometimes makes decisions slowly, and rarely does he lead the warriors into combat. Montezuma's priests informed us that Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, would soon return to Tenochtitlan to reclaim his kingdom. Since I helped prepare for his coming, I was given a new obsidian macana and promoted to the rank of Jaguar Warrior. There was more feasting and dancing that night. The air was heavy with perfume. But I noticed as I walked down the steps of the Emperor's palace that the omen still hung heavily over the lake, spraying sparks over the midnight sky. So says Cuauhtémoc, Jaguar Warrior of Tenochtitlan.
Alright, 3 things I want to talk about that cutscene. I'm not really liking that Montezuma guy. Doesn't seem to be helping out in the society. Just seems like he's drinking hot chocolate all day. Reference the Polar Bear Express. Seen that movie. Number 2, know your literary devices. Foreshadowing. Is Montezuma going to be revolted against? Is there going to be a mini revolution? Is he going to be killed? I don't know. Just foreshadowing. 3rd thing, I love how Cuauhtémoc says Jaguar Warrior of Tenochtitlan. I just love that. Might as well point that out. You can't live your life without pointing those things out. So this is all that's happened in this part. We got the 4 shrines and 4 relics placed in those shrines. And we dominated across the board, including society and definitely military. That is just not feasible. Just strange to look at. And Tepanaca only has 34 military, and they often had the 2nd largest army. Behind me, of course. So it's a pretty simple scenario. just be patient in getting those shrines. Take down Tlatiluco. Those are the only guys you have to worry about taking out, because that will free up that other shrine for you and allow you to just get some Jaguar Warriors snuck into Tepanaca's base, where you can play a little games with them, play a little tag, and get your monk a free path to that relic, so you can just place it right in there, and that will be it for the first scenario, the Rain of Blood. So for some of you that are intimidated by this campaign where you don't get to use cavalry, horses, or certain siege weapons, bombard weapons, gunpowder weapons, excuse me, it's not that bad. So we'll get through it. And it's only 3 parts we've gone through so far where we've taken on the first scenario. So nice and smooth, and I hope this helped you guys out. So I'll see you guys next time. And I believe it's called the Triple Alliance.